The world tells young people to chase pleasure, success, and popularity. But God's word says, do not love the world or the things of the world. 1 John 15:16. Pier Giorgio Farassati proved that true joy is found in Christ, living by his inspiring motto, verso l'alto, to the heights. As 1 Peter 2:9 reminds us, we are chosen to shine God's light. Will you choose the world or choose the heights with Christ? On April 6, 1901, in Turin, Italy, a child was born into one of the country's wealthiest and most influential families. His name was Pier Giorgio Farassati. His father was a famous newspaper founder and later an ambassador. His mother was a respected artist. From the outside, his future seemed destined for politics, prestige, and privilege. But God had written a different story. As a boy, Pier Giorgio loved climbing mountains, rowing, horseback riding, and laughing with friends. He was full of energy, jokes, and adventure. Anyone meeting him would have seen an ordinary young man who enjoyed life to the fullest. Yet beneath his cheerful smile was a heart burning with love for Christ. Every morning, before school or university, he attended Mass and spent time in prayer. He carried a rosary in his pocket and frequently visited the Blessed Sacrament. He believed that without Jesus, life had no real meaning. While his wealthy friends spent money on luxury, Pier Giorgio quietly used his allowance to feed the poor. He entered the poorest neighborhoods of Turin carrying food, clothing, and medicine. Many times, he returned home with empty pockets because he had given everything away. His family could not understand him. His parents hoped he would become a successful engineer and continue the family's reputation. Instead, he chose to study mining engineering for a surprising reason. He once explained that he wanted to work among miners so he could help some of the poorest laborers in Italy. His faith was not hidden inside church walls. He defended the Catholic faith publicly, joined charitable organizations, and encouraged his friends to live holy lives without losing their joy. He often reminded them to live without faith, without a heritage to defend, without constantly fighting for truth. Is not living it is merely existing. His friends nicknamed their hiking group the Company of the Dark Types. Every mountain climb ended with prayer, laughter, and acts of charity. For Pier Giorgio, every mountain pointed toward the greatest summit of all heaven. No one imagined that this joyful young man was preparing for a mission that would inspire millions long after his death. But the greatest test of his faith was still to come. In 1925, while caring for the sick in the poorest parts of Turin, Pier Giorgio unknowingly contracted poliomyelitis, likely from one of those he had been serving. At just 24 years old, his strong athletic body rapidly weakened, even as paralysis spread through his limbs. He thought less about himself than about others. While lying in bed, he wrote notes reminding friends to deliver medicine and food to families he had been helping. His concern remained fixed on the poor until the very end. On July 4, 1925, Pier Giorgio Farassati died peacefully. His family expected only relatives and prominent citizens to attend the funeral. Instead, thousands of poor people filled the streets. Many of them were strangers to his parents. Only then did his family discover the hidden life their son had lived. These were the homeless, laborers, widows, and children whose rent he had quietly paid, whose hunger he had relieved, and whose dignity he had restored. He had never sought recognition. His charity had been known only to God and those he served. His reputation for holiness spread across the world. Young Catholics admired that he proved sanctity was not reserved for priests or nuns. One could laugh, play sports, climb mountains, enjoy friendships, and still become a saint. Decades later, countless people reported receiving favors through his intercession. His example inspired new generations to embrace prayer, charity, and courage. In 1990, Pope John Paul II beatified Pier Giorgio and called him the Man of the Eight Beatitudes. The Pope saw in him a living image of the gospel, a young man whose ordinary life became extraordinary through love. Today, Pier Giorgio Farassati is honored around the world as the patron of young people, students, athletes, and mountain climbers. His simple motto still echoes through history: Verso l'alto, to the heights. Those words were never just about climbing mountains. They were an invitation to climb toward God through faith, courage, sacrifice, and joyful love. His life lasted only 24 years, but his ascent continues to inspire millions to aim not merely for success on earth, but for holiness that reaches heaven.